On the night of May 1st, 2020, at approximately 9:40 p.m., during the early stages of the COVID-19 lockdown, a 45-year-old father named Raymond Hawkins went to answer his front door, believing a delivery had just arrived. At that time, strict contactless delivery protocols were widely in place. The individual posing as the courier stood several steps back from the entrance, appearing to follow those guidelines. He explained that due to new procedures, he needed to leave the package at the doorstep and take a photo as proof of delivery, something that had become increasingly common, especially for higher-value shipments. Everything about the interaction seemed routine and consistent with the changes people had grown used to during that period.
I've got a parcel for you, mate. Dude, I'll put it on your door and take it because coronavirus.
In that moment, the father let his guard down, unaware that the man standing outside was not a real delivery driver. In reality, he was part of a group preparing to force their way into the house. Within seconds, several individuals rushed inside, all of them armed with knives, turning what seemed like an ordinary delivery into a dangerous and terrifying situation. As Raymond reached down to collect the package, the situation suddenly turned violent. Christopher Sargent, the man pretending to be the courier, rushed at him with a knife and began the attack. Almost instantly, 3 other masked men followed him inside, forcing their way into the house. Shouting and muffled cries could be heard as Raymond, along with his wife and son, tried to fight back against the intruders. The struggle was chaotic, but it didn't last long. Within a short time, the group gathered valuables worth thousands of dollars and quickly escaped. Both Raymond and his son were injured, though their wounds were not considered life-threatening. However, his son's injuries were described as more severe. Investigators later apprehended 2 of the suspects, Anthony Lasis and Christopher Sargent, charging them with aggravated burglary and possession of a knife. The remaining 2 suspects were never located. Cases like this highlight how far criminals can go to manipulate and deceive. One major warning sign in this situation was the late timing of the supposed delivery. At around 9:40 p.m., it was well beyond the usual hours most major delivery services operate, which typically don't extend much past 7 p.m. It may seem obvious in hindsight, especially since deliveries are usually announced with prior notifications, but in the moment, Raymond likely didn't think much of it. For the next video, I don't know the exact identity of the homeowner or where it took place, but it clearly comes from a terrified resident who captured something on his Ring camera, originally posted on YouTube. What happens in this video is extremely unsettling. It appears to take place in a shared hallway of an apartment building late at night, when suddenly a person appears who is visibly not in the right state of mind, holding a knife in his mouth. What he does immediately causes fear throughout the building. Take a look. Instead of going to just one apartment, the individual begins moving along the corridor, going from door to door. He crouches down at each entrance and inspects the area beneath the doormats. Many viewers have suggested that he may have been looking for hidden spare keys, possibly searching for an easy way into someone's home. His behavior quickly sparked debate online. Some believe he appears confused or possibly under the influence of substances, while others argue that his actions seem too intentional to be random wandering. What is clear is that he presents a potential danger to the people in the building because, come on, just look at him. There's something unsettling in his eyes, and it's hard not to wonder what could have happened if he had actually found a key or if a door had been left unlocked. It even raises the question of whether he actually lived there, or if he had entered the building just to see if anyone had left their door unsecured. One simple takeaway many people get from this footage is clear. Always keep your doors locked and avoid leaving spare keys in obvious places where they can be easily found. This next video is one that really shocked a lot of people, and I'm not going to lie, it even sparked a bit of controversy online. It was pretty late when a girl was walking through her neighborhood on her way home, and that's when she noticed two big guys who seemed to be following her. She picked up her pace, trying to get home as quickly as possible, and eventually made it. She opened her front door, went inside, and closed it behind her. But what happened next turned into one of the worst encounters she's ever had, and it was all captured on her Ring camera. Take a look.
Jersey.
Now, what's the controversy around this encounter? Well, after seeing the video, many people believe the men were genuinely confused, like they were trying to get into a friend's house but ended up at the wrong one. You can even see them looking at each other as if they're thinking, why is there a woman's voice in there? On the other hand, some people argue there's no way they didn't see her enter the house. The timing is just too tight. She goes in, closes the door, and seconds later they're already there. It feels like they were right behind her, which makes it hard to believe they didn't realize it was her home. Personally, it's hard to say what to believe. Both explanations make sense. The wrong house theory does seem a bit more realistic because of their reaction, but at the same time, it's very suspicious how quickly they appear right after she closes the door. And if this really was a home invasion attempt, hearing her scream, "Mom," could have actually made things worse because it suggests there's no man in the house, yet they didn't try to force their way in. Those men were huge, and if they had bad intentions, it could have turned into something really serious very quickly. Thankfully, nothing happened. Let's just hope it was a strange coincidence and nothing more. This video comes from a Reddit user who shared footage captured on their doorbell camera, saying it made them feel uneasy about their safety in that house, knowing there are people like that around. Now, what exactly was going on? Well, a man walked up to their door, but that wasn't the strange part. The strange part was how he did it.
Yeah. Yeah. A dog attacked me.
Yeah, I'm here. No, come here.
Come here?
Yeah.
Hello? Oh, no. Oh.
It appeared that the man was talking to someone, but that someone was actually himself. He was switching between two different voices, asking questions and then answering them. It gave off an incredibly unsettling vibe, and this was happening in broad daylight. I can't even imagine how it would feel to witness something like that at night. People came up with all kinds of theories. Some believed it could be a man suffering from schizophrenia, while others went as far as saying it might be something paranormal, but come on, do you really think we're in The Conjuring? Personally, what stood out to me was the fact that you can see a $20 bill, which makes me think it could be something drug-related, like he believed he was at a dealer's house and was trying to buy something. That could also explain his behavior, because mental illness mixed with drugs is a combination that almost never ends well. But I'm curious, what do you guys think was actually going on here? This next video is one that could leave you in shock, as it captures something that almost feels like a divine intervention. A man was cleaning his car and went inside to grab a vacuum. As he was coming back out, the cord got stuck in the door, forcing him to turn around and fix it. But what happened next is something you'd usually only see in movies. Take a look. Now, it was either some kind of divine intervention, turning him around because it simply wasn't his time yet, or one of those final destination moments where death just misses you once and comes back later. Yeah, for those movie fans, you know exactly what I mean. But seriously, that was insane. If he had just stayed there and tried to pull the cord loose from a distance, like I'm sure many of us would have done, he most likely wouldn't have made it. That dead tree falling like that, it would have been more than enough. Honestly, this is one of those moments that makes you think, maybe it's worth taking those extra few steps instead of being lazy, because you never know what could happen. One day, a tree might fall over you out of nowhere. That's it for today. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed these kinds of videos, don't forget to hit that like button and subscribe for more. You can also turn on the bell so you'll get notified whenever I post. And if you want to keep watching, click on one of the videos on the screen. I'm sure you'll enjoy those too.